Hello everyone, good day from wherever you're watching. I welcome you all to the Renewed Parenting platform. My name is Choma Odikula and I refer to myself as a masterpiece. I refer to myself as an institution, as a legacy builder and a maker of kings. So you're welcome to this platform where we make kings and where we make legacy builders. Today we'll be discussing about sex conversations to have with your infants and your toddlers. Sex conversations to have with our infants. Infants are children between the age of 0 to 1, and toddlers are children between the age of 1 to 2. Now, someone will say, what kind of sex conversation can I even start to have with my infant or my toddlers? Yes, as parents, there are some connections, or we can start to have these conversations with our children. Now, how can we have this conversation? The first way to start to have sex conversations with our infants and our toddlers is to be involved in the life of the child, to be involved in the life of our children, to be involved in the life of your infant or your toddler. And what does it mean to be involved? To be involved means to be connected, to bond with your child, to bond with your infant. For these children to feel a sense of connection, a sense of bond, as parents, do you connect with your child? What effort or what have you done to bond so much with your child? That is where sex conversations actually starts, because it starts from connection. So you have to connect with your child. Now, how can you connect with your child? Now, some of the ways we can connect with our children is by playing games with them. As a parent, do you play games with your infants? Do you play games with your toddlers? Do you create that quality bonding time? Or do you say, oh, it is just a baby, I don't need to talk to my baby? No, you have to talk to your baby, because that is where sex conversation actually starts. You have to connect with your child, because that is where sex conversation starts. Now, do you sing with your child? This age, children love faces. They love you to sing. They love you to do funny faces. They want to smile. They want to look at you. Do you look at the eyes of your child to sing with your child, to express your love to your child? What do you say to your child? For example, when you're changing your baby's diaper, what do you say to your baby? Do you just change it and not say anything? Do you have conversations with your child? We have to talk to our children. That's also another way of connecting. What do you say? Do you have a conversation with your child? Sometimes I've heard parents say, oh, I can't talk to this child. It's just a child. This child doesn't understand. They understand. They can read the cues on our faces. So one of the ways we can connect with our children is to talk to them, sing to them or sing with them. When you're reading, read aloud, they can hear. And that is why it's even advised, to read to babies, even when babies are still in the womb. So start to have conversations with your child. When you're changing your baby's diaper, you speak, you say, okay, we want to change your diaper now. When you want to give a child a cup, don't just give the child a cup. Say, this is a cup. Start to have this conversation, because the child is understanding his or her environment. The child is trying to get meaning from his or her environment. The child is trying to feel, am I connected? Am I welcome here? That is where sex conversation actually starts from. So as a parent, do you talk to your child? Do you talk to your infant? Do you create quality bonding time with your infants and your toddlers? If you're not doing that, you need to start to do that, because that is where the sex conversation starts from. Now, also, we have to create a warm and a nurturing environment for our children. Is your environment warm for your toddler? Is it nurturing for your infant? How is your home environment? How is the space of your home? Is it nurturing? Is it warm? Is it supportive? You have a toddler, and at that age, toddlers are always looking they need space, they need to run around, they need to play. How is your home environment? How is the arrangement of your home? Or is your home filled with things that will not give this child room or opportunity to play? How does the child feel? Does the child feel warm? Does the child feel welcomed? For example, you have a baby who has a sore diaper, or diaper is filled. Do you leave that diaper all through the day? Or do you go change the baby's diaper, make the baby feel dry? The baby is understanding. The baby is getting this message that, okay, I'm loved, I feel connected, because whenever I need to change my diaper, my parents are there to change my diaper. All this is forming, the baby is forming an idea or a sense of what his or her environment is. So how do you bond with your child? I have an almost 2-year-old, and I talk to her. I talk to her like I'm talking to an adult. You know, there are so much benefits when you connect with your child. It helps to kick off sex conversation, which is what we're discussing today. It also helps the child in academic performance. When you talk to your child, when you connect with your child, you give your child words. You make your child to be expressive, to express themselves better. It also helps the child later on in their academic performance. It also helps the child to, to create or to have better behavior. And also, when we talk to our child, it helps our children in improving their social skills, including how they communicate, how they talk to their friends, how they make friends, how they participate in social activities. Also, when we talk and connect with our children, it makes our children to be emotionally stable. Imagine as a parent, you're emotionally stable. When you communicate to your child, you tell your child the emotion you're feeling per time. It's very easy for this infant, for this toddler to grow up and to be emotionally stable as well. So as a parent, it's our duty to connect with our children. It's our duty to bond with our children, because our children, they are trying to make sense of their environment. They are getting information of what their environment is. And that is the root where we start to have sex conversation. You can't have sex conversations with someone you're not connected with. You can't have sex conversation with someone you don't feel you're not bonded with. So if you have an infant or you have a toddler, start to connect with your child. Come down to the level of your child. Play the games, the activities an infant or a toddler will play. Run around with your child. Roll on the floor with your child. Smile with your child. Walk with your child. Do building blocks with your child. All this, you're creating a sense of connection and a sense of bond, for your child. Now, as parents, we must understand that it's our duty to teach our children and to have these sex conversations with our children. We don't have to shy away from it, because when you leave it, there's a vacuum, and anything or anybody can fill up that vacuum. So it's our duty to start to be the first people to start to have sex conversations with our children. And sex conversation starts with connection. And this is the time we need to build a connection. This is the time we need to build a bond with our infant and our toddlers. You have an infant and you have a toddler. What are you doing within this age? What are you doing within this 0 to 2 years? Are you connected with your child? Are you bonded with your child? Or do you just leave your child and, he's a baby, there's nothing, No. It's our duty to connect. It's our duty to bond. It's our duty to speak to our child. It's our duty to sing, to play, to give our children words. It's our duty to create a warm and nurturing environment for our children. So as a parent, have you started having your sex conversation with your infants and your toddlers? If you've not, you need to start. And the first way you can start is to start to connect. Start to bond with your child. Thank you very much for this class. I believe you've got value from this class. Please like this video. You can share this video as well. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel called the Renewed Parenting Platform. Thank you for listening to me today. We are legacy builders and we are makers of kings, and we are creating, or we want to make children that will be positive world changers. And if we must achieve our purpose or our goal, we need to start to have these difficult conversations with our children. And the first place, or the point at which we can start this conversation, is through connection and bonding with our children. Thank you very much and have a good day. And remember to start to have sex conversations with your child, and remember to be renewed in your mind. See you later and bye.